Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Geeta and Dnyaneshwari. Today happened to be 14th verse of 7th chapter of Geeta. Okay. दैवी हेषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामैव ये प्रपद्यन्ते माया मीताम तरन्ते. So, in this verse, half is telling how it is difficult to sail this Maya, and in the other half, God is telling how to swim it, come to me. How it is difficult to swim this mirage, one side, and how it is easy to sail to me by just surrendering to me. I mean, beautifully. In one verse, he has given everything, the gist of our life. Okay. So, what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj has to say? So, just one. आता महदाती ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज हे माझी माया उतरून या धनंजया मी होईजे हे आया कैसे नहीं रे. कि ये जो महा it means this maya is there, it's so big that somebody enters into it and swims it and then attains it and achieves the atma gyan, becoming he to become yogi is becoming, it is very difficult. Just he wants to say that already it's a mirage in which you got entangled and you are swimming in the mirage, and how much time you will swim you don't know, because you got involved in that and you got lost in that world. It's an artificially created world in which you already got entangled. Now coming out of that, becoming yogi, becoming one with the God, it's very difficult. That's why he's trying to tell Shri Krishna to Dhananjay means Arjun. जे ब्रह्माचळाचा आघाडा पहिल्या संकल्प जळाचा उघडा सवेची महाभूतांचा बुडबुडा साना आला. You see, this with just one sankalpa he created all this srishti and all those things. Then Omkar, Pranav, then this Panchamahabhut and all those things have been created. Now it is like a bubble. Now whole universe and infinite universe is just a bubble in front of the infinite God. Okay, so but you think that with your this much body, if you think that with so much limitations you will swim the whole this whole of this universe of Maya Jal, means the artificially created world, it will be difficult for you. जे सृष्टी विस्ताराचा भोगे चळत काळ कलनेचे वेगे प्रवृत्ती निवृत्तीची तुंगे तडे सांडी. Now this srishti means srijan means every time changing. A lot of entities are born, they are living, lot of are some are living, some are dying. Everywhere in all the galaxies, in on all the planets, in all the places it is going on. Okay, many a times the gas is converted into liquid state, into plasma state, into solid state. All those things are going on. There are so many states of matter. Sometime we were discussing, we could identify 22 at least states of matter. Okay, so it is beyond that. Pravrutti nivrutti tunge. Pravrutti and nivrutti means, pravrutti means what? I shall do good things, I shall donate a lot, I'll do this, I'll do that, and so that I become enlightened soul. Okay, this is pravrutti, means trying to do good, for example, like this. These are the words. And nivrutti, okay, I tried my best. Now whatever God does, it does for good. So you are living a very pious, generous and pure life, and you are observing that everything is going on fine. I mean, God knows how to do, what to do and when to do, at right place, at right time, at right moment. Nivrutti avastha. जे गुणघनाचे नि वृष्टी भरे भरली मोहाचे नि महापुरे घेऊन जात नगरे यमनी वांची. नाव गुण मीन्स attributes, characteristics. So whatever quality you try to inculcate, you try to do ashtanga yoga, yama and niyama, yama, niyam, asan, dhyan, dharana, samadhi, all these ashtanga yoga, you know. Yama, this one. Niyam is going by the discipline. How much discipline you can have is, it is a body, it is not a robo. At the end of the day, some days, sometime you are going to get suffering from something. Everybody, in fact, this life is full of fantastic things. Sometimes you have sorrow, sometimes you are in joy, sometimes you get now cough and cold is there because change of season is there. So some people get suffer. Okay, so it happens in life. How much discipline has to be there, it has limitation, just he wants to say. And try understand the limitation, that is also he wants to say. जे तर द्वेषाचा आवर्ती दाटत मत्सराचे वळसे पडत माझी प्रमदादी तळपत महामीन. Mean means the Pisces, means the fishes. There are so many kinds of fishes are there, that dvesha, hate crimes are there inside the mind, not literally inside your mind. Lot of hate, lot of matsar, that no, I'll not do that. If he is doing, I'll not do that. Same thing, it's a reflection of matsar is the dvesh. Pramadadi, pramad means, pramad means we are the great. You see, we have, these are the hard and discussed things. We have ruled the world. Now we won't bend in front of anyone. We will not bow down. In the Marathi, Sanskrit, to name it, I heard it in so many languages. We are the richest. Why should we take loans from the poorest people? Something like that. So richness, talent, genius, then you name it, power, then how to do it, processes, systems, you name it, and you got egoism, you will hear about them. You will go and check the resume and curriculum vitae of a lot of people. Humble brag is there. Sometime I said I did a job of so in like this. You should have so much big this one, what, resume. I said get it developed and submit it. I said someone, he submitted it. So then I hope you understand. Yeah, I don't understand HR departments are going to be defunct if such things happen. Apart from that, there are people who are really devoted for the cause, for sustainable development, going to moon, Mars and beyond. Why don't they come together? Apart from that, why can't they find people like us, for example? We always have to apply. Why can't the governments and all these people, why do they think they are great and they are going to do that? Someday, sometime, even governments also will have to reach at the bottom of the pyramid. Like that, you feel that you are doing great in living in your glass castles and ivory towers. Someday, sometime, an idea from the poorest of the poor places can come. Try understand. Once there was a discussion going in on McKinsey. I said we have this, we have that. I said, can you guarantee the best idea will come from the people who are investing more? Nobody could speak. We cannot guarantee. There could be a best idea coming from a child, coming from the poorest place. There could be the best ideas coming from some other sources. We don't know, because we don't know. We know nothing about the universe and the infinite universes. We know nothing. I shall give it in writing. We know nothing. We will have to accept. We are not that much rich to buy anything. We are not that much powerful to do anything in this universe and multiple universes. Take it in writing. We have to be very humble. Otherwise, Already our ego and egoism and clashes is destroying the mother nature on the mother earth and beyond as well. There is, even the space is around the earth is so much, it has become a dustbin kind of thing. It is estimated that almost minimum 1 billion parts, 1 billion parts, 100 crore, Hindi, Marathi, Sanskrit. So, they are, revolving around the earth. So many satellites are there to earth, okay, have been artificially created because of egotism only. We have weapons to shoot the satellite, but we don't have will to achieve sustainable development goals and the dream of Dnyaneshwari Maharaj, Swananda Bodh Patan, dream of Sant Ramdas, Anandvan Bhuvan, utopian concept, Ram Rajya concept, and you name it and go into any place, and so many, every culture and civilization have such concept. Ideal lifestyle, for example. Japanese Ikigai is there, China also, you name it. USA also it could be there, Utopia for example, UK, Australia, South Africa, African nation, Ubuntu kind of concepts are there. You name it and it is there everywhere. Even in, and they are called in different ways. Once my friend from Denmark, I talked to him. He said there are more than 800 to 900 words simply given to the snow. I said 800 words to snow, yeah, only in that Danish language. Can you imagine? The world is so vast. So if you respect, live piously, purely, a pure life, then it's possible. Otherwise, जे ब्रह्माचळाचा आघाडा, पहिल्या संकल्प ज्याचा उघडा, सवेची महाभूतांचा बुडबुडा साना आला. This, it is a bubble in front of the God, in front of the God. This infinite universes is like bubble. God can destroy at any moment, for example, or create, for example. Why we talk always destruction? Even he can create on parallel. Parallel. Okay, you are you go step out your world. You think you are the best. Okay, I'll create another one. Time. These many infinite universes. Again, these many infinite universes. Go. I mean, that kind of power that God has. So you try and understand. Just surrender to the God. जे सृष्टी विस्ताराचे नि वोगे चढत काळा कालाचे नि कलदनेचे नि वेगे प्रवृत्ती निवृत्तीचे तुंगे तटे सांडिकी. प्रवृत्ती मीन्स डुईंग दिस डुईंग दॅट वी हॅव ऑलरेडी सीन. जे गुण घनाचे नि वृष्टी भरे भरली मोहाचे नि महापुरे घेऊनी जात नगरे यमनियमांची. सो दे फॉलो यम अँड देन यू ट्राय टू बिकम योगी. जे तर द्वेषांचा आवर्ती दाट मत्सराचे वळसे पडतात माझी प्रमोदादी तळपात महामीन. So many kinds of mahameen and fishes are there. They are trying to pull us down. Again we saw. Now, जे तर प्रपंचाची वळणे कर्मा अकर्मांची बोभाणे वरी वर्ता ते ओसणे सुख दुःखांची. Now joy and sorrow, you get entangled into that. Karma and karma, what to do, what not to do, you get involved into that. रतीची या बेटा आदळती कामाची या दाटा जयथ जीवफेन संघाटा सैंग दिसे. अहंकाराची या चळिया वरी त्रयाची या उकळिया जिथे विश्वर्मीची या आकळिया उल्लाळे घेते. You have a lot of wishes and this and that, you go behind that and you lose your life. When are you going to focus on becoming yogi? Okay, उदो अस्ताचे लोंढे पाळीत जन्ममृत्यूचे चोंडे तेथ पांचभौतिक बुडबुडे होती आती. Now udo asta means to rise and to die. All these things are going on. There are, sometimes it has happened, you might see, you might have experienced in life. You might have gone for the birthday of someone and suddenly you get a message that someone has expired. So you go and attend that. So at place you are very happy, at one place you suffer, sorrow. So all these things are going on. And a lot of such bubbles are there in your life. सम्मो विभ्रम भासे कीत धैर्याची आविसे तेथ देवडे भोवते वळसे अज्ञानाचे. Now सम्मो, you get भ्रमिष्ठ. सम्मो means, oh, you get like this. Like this you become सम्मो, you become infatuated about something. You go behind that, and then Brahma, then you create, mirage. You get entangled into that. You see, you are involved into that. God. Sometimes Dhairya means sometimes you are very much composed at all the times. Sometime between this, sometime at all the times. Then something happened and you go down. Khatam. So you are no more powerful. You don't feel you are powerful. You are stable in your mind. Okay. You are not stable in your mind sometimes. Then ignorance is there. Then there is sometimes you don't know anything. Adnyan means you don't know anything. Sadnyan means you know everything. So in that situation also you can live. Sometimes you know everything, sometimes you don't know anything. But this is also a bubble and this is also a bubble. You have to go beyond that. That's what he wants to say. That's all. भ्रांतीचे नि खडुळे रेवले आस्थेचे अवगाळे रजोगुणाचे नि खळाळे स्वर्गुगाचे. Even in the heavens, gods are trying to eat, for example, rasgulla every day. That kind of they are also entangled into all this mirage. तमाचे धारसे वाढत सत्वाचे स्थिरपण जाड किंबहुना हे दुवाड माया नदी. Lot of ignorance and lot of darkness is there. Lot of devilish things are there. Okay, and sometimes you get involved in that. And sattva sthirapan jana, but you don't remain in sattva gun. Godly gun means attributes. You immediately go into this. So to remaining stable into sattva gun, into good qualities, pious life, pious thing, it becomes difficult. Okay, so because it is a part of Maya Nadi only. Imagine you have to go beyond that. पै पुनरावृत्तीचे उभडे झळंबती सत्यलोकीचे हुडे घाये गडबडीत धोंडे ब्रह्मगोलकाचे. पुनरावृत्ती means to born again, to die again. That cycle, 8.4 million birth. It is happening and you are not realizing. Just this cycle is there. Just come out of that. See with detachment what is happening. That is what God is advising. झळंबती सत्यलोकीचे उडे घाय गडबडीत धोंडे ब्रह्मगोलकाचे. Lord, all the people and all the entities inside and outside these infinite universes, everybody is got involved into this. तया पाणीयाचे नि बहिलेपणे अजूनही न धरती बोभाणे ऐसा महापूर कोणे तरी जेल का. Now tell me, if you get involved into these infinite things, when are you going to get time to remain detached from it, becoming yogi? That is what Shri Krishna is and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is raising the question. येथे एक नवला जो कीजे तरणो पाव तो अपाव होय ते एक. Whatever you try, you find out a medicine. Whatever you try, it becomes the poison itself. In place of curing us, it is helping us to die only. I'm telling in simplistic language. Whatever you try, but you're trying to go this direction, you are going into opposite direction. How much you may try, the flow is like that. You go behind only. एक स्वयंबद्धीची बाही रिगाले तयाची शुद्धीची नाही एक जाणवेची डोळी गर्वेची गिळले. Because you have restricted yourself at one more place. Swayambhatta, you have entangled yourself at one place, and that's why you cannot live the pious and shuddha means pure life. And another side is garvechi grile. Garva means egoism, me, myself, I'm the great. That is garva. Okay. एकी वेदत्रयाची या सांगडी घेतली या अंभावाची या धोंडी ते मद मीनाचा तोंडी सगळेची गेले. Now, this we have seen. You see, you might have seen the, intellectual debates. They are okay at certain moment and certain time and certain limitations. But you see, we are the great. You are not at all great. We are from this country. We are from this background. We are from this. We are from this university, that organization, from this family, from that, and so many artificial creations are there. So I have seen, quarrel. We are Atri Gotra. We are from Vasishta Gotra. So we are the best. You just go and see the quarrels. So in among them, so there are so many quarrels are there. Then we are from this religion. We are from that religion. We are from this and that place. Khatam. As if one of my seniors used to say, Acha, he has come from New York or London or Paris or from Bangalore. So have they landed from the heavens? What do they think of themselves? Once it happened, that kind of debate has happened in Bombay, for example. Oh, so do you think you are landed from the heavens? You came from these four places. So no. Then they said, no, sir, we don't claim that. So people have fantastic egos. Just leave it. One day, uh, two beggars were quarreling. So this is the story told by Swamiji, by Sadhguru. So one of the he went to one place, one house, and that lady said, "Hut, you are this, that, and all those things." You see, he told to other beggar, "I don't go to that house for begging, because she insulted me like this." I mean, beggars also have egoism, and egotism. Similar beggars are there at higher levels as well. Why at all the wars are there? They want something out of that war. Either money or power or name or fame, or they want to be part of history or something like that. Or they want to win the elections and all those fantastic things are there. Or they want to taste the weapons. They want to see the tenacity of their enemies and all. There are so many things behind the wars. I hope you understand. Even in debates also, they want to prove they are the best. Okay, I am not into debate. Okay, I read 10,000 granthas. Okay. But we are not here to show how intelligent we are, how great we are. We are here to achieve becoming yogi only. Swami Vivekananda said already, this is Paramartha is not intellectual gymnastic. It is to become yogi. Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. That's what we are trying. Because aham bhava dhondi means that egotism makes you so solid that you cannot move in this. You remain at one place. You cannot become an enlightened soul. And that is why you have to leave this deha buddhi and all those things. Egotism, me, myself, and these precincts that and the walls you have built around you. Sagreji gele, all the people, they got madamina, means the fish made up of ego that has swallowed you. That is what he is saying. The real translation is like that. एकी वैसेचे जाड बांधले मग मनमथाची कासे लागले ते विषय मगरी सांडिले चघळून या. So there are some people who like to talk about all these things. You see, they feel that they keep discussing, and they don't take discussion forward and find out the solution. Then those organizations, people lose the faith in the governments and such international bodies at that time. And the biggest sufferer are the common man like us. And then these Vishay Magar means the crocodile. Vishay means these bad habits. Think, rethink, and keeping your job. One of the big example of government job is they keep their job and they earn the salary and they have the pension and all those things. But they are not doing the real work that they have to do. And you see, that is why people are losing faith in governments many a times. It is, it is a trikala badit satya. It is in the past, it happened in the present, and in future is also it is going to happen. If they do real work, they do the real work. Achieve sustainable development goals, go to moon, Mars, and beyond, create, the similar governance over there, and create heaven there as well. Then people will trust them. Okay, but they are not doing that, and then what they are doing? They are doing vishay sagat, means they are just keeping their job, not doing their real work, and they die like that only. Like that he is saying. आता वृद्धाप्याची या तरंगा माझी मतिभ्रंशाचा जरंगा तेणे कवळी जाता ती पैगा चहूकडे. All the kind of sadhana and penance can be done in the younger age only, up to, from childhood to younger age only. In the old age, mati brush, your mind gets, people say it get brushed, and we don't remain on that much senses that we should, because 85 years old person and 5 years old person have similar emotional tendencies. That's what I mean. So many researchers are saying. So they behave like 5-year-old kid. Now this 85, if are at present, once the lifespan increases, maybe 100, 150, maybe 1000 years it becomes. At that time, now 100 years is there, that is why 85 I am saying. When 1000 years, it will be 850. At 850, at the age of 850, you start behaving like a child, something like that. Means old age, you start behaving like child, and you don't use your senses properly, because many times it is not in your control, because body has limitation, and mind is always, always powerful. One old age man said, I can climb the Everest if I have a good body. He said that. आणि शोकाचा कडा उपडत, क्रोधाचा आवर्ती दाटत, आपदागिरी चुंबिजित, उधवला ठाई. Sometimes sorrows are there, sometimes you get angry at something, and there are a lot of troubles that will trouble you in your old age and all those things, because even taking one step, waking from the bed itself becomes difficult. And that's why many times old people, they feel that I lived a lot now, God please take me away, please give me death. That is what we heard. Everybody might have experienced these things. घेऊन जा रे देवा, आता खूप झालं. मराठी में. हिंदी, प्लीज अभी लेके चलो भगवान. In English, God, I have lived a lot, I'm 100 years old now, please take me away. I mean, they are demanding death, in fact, in a sattvic bhav, in a very good senses. Okay. मग दुःखाचे नि भरवटे बोंबले, पाणी मरणाचे रेवे रेवले, ऐसे कामाचे कासे लागले ते वाया गेले. So people in sorrows and death, fear of death and all those things, people, you see, good things, bad things, living with this person, that person, living with the family and all those things, they get flown away in the life. एकी यजन क्रियेची पेटी बांधुनी घातली पोटी, ते स्वर्ग सुखाची कपाटी शिरकोनी ठेवली. You see, as I said about relationship in the life, your family is there. Sometimes you get quarrel with your daughter or son, or maybe granddaughter or son, and all those things. So living with this person, you are not happy. Living with your grandson, you are not happy. So many kinds of things are there, and you don't feel comfortable with them. So then what kind of life you are living? Are you getting it? So getting adjusted in the old ages becomes very difficult, and that is why you should perform penance in early childhood only, to prepare for the old age. एकी यजन क्रियेची पेटी बांधुनी घातली पोटी, ते स्वरसुखाची कपाटी शिरकोनी ठेवली. So somebody, you might have heard about the story of Trishanku, that Vishwamitra performed the yagya. He went to trying to go to the Swarga, heavens, but uh, the the gods in heaven stopped him. They say you are not allowed to enter here. So he not allowed. He is not allowed from, not neither he is coming down on earth, not he is going to the heavens. For example, it's an example only. So you are hanging in between. So it should not happen. But there are people who are trying to achieve the moksha through yajna. Okay, and there are some people who enter into the Swargolok. For example, Swargolok in the sense they have all the kind of facilities, good facilities, like at rich places, and fantastic companies, fantastic institutions, even the rich people, they have all the facilities. But there is no guarantee that at that place you'll get the moksha, the mukti, the enlightenment, the salvation. That is what he is saying. Because you get flown into that. That is most important. Once you realize, oh, why I'm doing this, at every moment you keep yourself alert, then it's possible. एकी मोक्षी लागावयाची आशा, केला कर्म बाह्यांचा भरवसा, परिते पडिले वळसा विधी निषेधांचा. Sorry. So now, to achieve the moksha, many times we perform good deeds only. And for doing good things, there is a standard operating procedure everywhere, that is vidhi, vidhan, and then you one step wrong, then you are vidhi nishid, you are doing wrong thing. So many times we get entangled into this karma kanda, so much so it is good, but you get entangled into this and you feel that it is the only life, it is the only truth. That is also a moja. That is what he is saying. Okay, at certain extent it's okay, but try understand, you have to go beyond that. That's what he is warning. He is not saying it is not good. He is saying you have to go, think beyond it, understand why you are doing, why it has been created, what is the ultimate aim of that. जिथे वैराग्याची नाव न रिगे, विवेकाचा तागा न लगे, वरी काही तरो ये योगे तरी विपाय तो. Now until you have vairagya and vivek, and you are performing penas, then whatever you do, you are trying to cure your disease, but that is harming yourself only. ऐसे जीवाची अंगवणे, ये माया नदीचे उतरणे, हे कासयासारखे बोलणे म्हणावे पा. Now, if you think that I am this very strong, I shall enter into it and swim it and go beyond, forget it. It has infinite water to swim, so it is not possible. जरी अपत्यशिया व्याधी, कळे साधुसी दुर्जनाची बुद्धी, किम रागीस सांडी रिद्धी आली सांगते. Now in Ayurveda, pathya means they give, this is to be done, this is to be eaten, and this is how you have to behave. This is pathya. If you go against this, then your disease cannot be cured. So if you follow the right path, your disease will get cured. If you don't, then it will not get cured. In fact, it is likely to get increased. This is one example. Another example, kare sadhusi durjanachi buddhi. Another example, a saintly person is there living life like that since a lot of years. You won't understand what exactly the durjan means, the bad entities are thinking, because he is always lived and thinking in a positive way. He doesn't know many a times what exactly the negative side is thinking. Okay, like in one place I gave the example, the people living on the North Pole, they never went to South Pole, they don't know how they behave and what they do. I mean, just an example. Limitations are there. Kim ragi sandi riddhi ali santi. Okay, so that's what happened. If you live in cool and calm place and you never got angry in your life, suddenly you go at place where everybody is angry, what will you do? Oh, I mean, you will see like that. Ascharya Pashchati, I mean, So that's how you lose a track when you get entangled, involved, and attached to certain things. You do it properly, but come out of that, even good things. जरी चोरा सभा दाटे अथवा मीना गळू घोटे ना तरी भेडा उलटे विवसी जरी पाडस वागूर करांडी जरी मुंगी मेरू ओलांडी तरी मायेची पैलथळी देखती जीवा. Means he has given a lot of more example. One of them is an ant climbing the Everest. It is that much difficult to swim across this Mayajal, Mrigajal, the mirage, because already it is artificial. But how to understand it and get enlightened? That's why he is giving the examples. म्हणून गा पंडुसुता जैसी सकामान जिणवेंची वनिता तैसी मायामय हे सरिता न तरवे जीवा. Now he is giving the solution. Okay, these are more examples. Now this is the solution to this. एथ एकची लीला तरले जे सर्व भाव मज भजले त्या ऐलीच थडिये सरले मायाजाळ. Those people only can swim and go beyond this mayajal, achieve enlightenments, self-realization, mukti, moksha, kaivalya prapti. They can become yogi and bhakta. Those who serve me, devote me, and offer everything that they have at my feet. That is the best solution. Another, ज्या सद्गुरु तारू पुढे जे अनुभवाची एक कासे गाढे जया आत्मनिवेदना तरांडे आकले. Now Sadguru is there, who is always giving you anubhav, means experience of next level, next level, next level, next level. And once you become one with the God, you become yogi, bhakta. This your small soul get dissolved into this infinite soul. Then once you become that Atmadivedan, then you start Swasamvedya, you start understanding who you are, what you are. You remain one with that at all the times. Whatever you do becomes work is worship, because you are following all ethics, values, limitations of human life and humanitarian life. जे अहंभावाचे ओझे सांडूनी विकल्पाच्या झुळकात चुकावणे अनुरागाचा निरुत तावणी पाणी ढाव. So unless and until you go out of your me, myself, egotism, and your confinement and your precincts and boundaries that you have kept around yourself, you go beyond that, then only you can go to that state. ज्या ऐक्याच्या उतारा बोधाचा जोडला तारा मग निवृत्तीच्या पहिले तिरा झिपावेल का. So this is the utara, means whatever the egoism you have given, heavy load you have given to your brains and your soul, that unless you put at the feet of God, you cannot get rid of this. Then you will become Bodha. Now everybody can become Buddha, everybody can become Ram, everybody can become Krishna. Everybody, every soul, every entity has that capability, and every entity has the rights to go at that level, becoming supreme being. So everybody can go to that level where the nivrutti is there, that everything is happening is done by God only. Okay, so I am watching, that sense also goes. You become one with the God only, and this can happen only with the blessings of Sadguru. That is what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying. ते उपरतीचा वावी सेल तो सोहमभावाचे थावे पेले तर मग निघाले अनकळीत निवृत्ती तटी. You have become, there are, you go beyond your mind thinking and all those things. You can think better than anybody. Your mind is better than any other mind. Still, you go beyond that, and then you achieve that state of mind, becoming yogi and bhakta. At that time, what happens? So your self, small tiny soul, gets merged with the infinite soul. Saha aham. That thing, you become that thing. Tattvamasi. Pradnyanam Brahma, at that state you will reach. Maga nighale anakade the nivrutti tati. And that is the nivrutti tati. Knowledge, Dnyaneshwar, you know it, nivrutti, then you go beyond knowledge and you go become one with the God. There are no ruffleness of mind, nothing is there. That is real religion for everyone. यणी उपाय मज भजले ते हे माझी माया तरले, परी ऐसे भक्त विपाले बहुत बहुवस नाही. This is the way you have to achieve the Atmajnan. And but there are very less people who can achieve that, and you have achieved that. You try to become yogi, Arjun. That is what Shri Krishna is telling you. You become yogi, you become one with me at all the times, and that's the best solution. So this is the Paramarthik path we have to follow, becoming yogi, bhakta, and spending each moment as a work is moment in our life. Work is worship in our life. Okay? So I hope you understand that. Let us try to live such a life, even on this Paramarthik path that has been advised and suggested by Dnyaneshwari Maharaj and Shri Krishna and every Sadguru and good person, saints and sadhus and best of the best people in the world. Let us become wise and let us go beyond wiseness and live a life that is a person, a yogi, can live in whatever clothes he wear, whichever place he is, and whichever situation and whichever way of life they are living. I hope everybody can become Paramarthik and live such a life. So let us live that life. Thank you very much.